Welcome to the We Are Performing Art project. I want you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in, abdominal breathing, and out. Whatever you have been doing until this moment, I want you to cleanse, meaning clear your mind, keep your eyes closed and take another deep breath in, abdominal breathing, and out. Listen to the sounds. Focus on the sounds of your own breath and the kashi bells, obviously. Bring your attention back to the center of your being, which is your heart. And keep your attention internally. Carry on breathing in and out, taking breaths, deep breaths in and out. Feel your heart center opening. Your mind is still. Give yourself a warm hug. You can do it literally physically or just intentionally, energetically. Thank you for being here, dedicating this moment to yourself. I want you to keep your eyes closed. And let's work today with the idea of connectedness. What does it mean to be connected? Keep your focus internally in the heart center and hear the word connected. 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 Take a deep breath in and out. If you are truly connected, it means that you are at peace. If you are experiencing any chaos or confusion, it means that you're too much in your head and you're focusing more on the mental thoughts, movement, more than how you're feeling in the moment. and really just living the presence. When we are connected, we know who we are, and the physical and mental movement is guided and is very inspired, also very free, inspired and inspiring. It makes you feel good. Because remember, you are the positive spectrum of the dual mind. The dual mind will sometimes want to keep you on the negative spectrum, but you need to remember and reconnect. Remind yourself that you are the positive spectrum of the mind. That's why a lot of the times in meditation we say to just observe thoughts, to not give it full attention. But I will say that thoughts ultimately create our reality, and we know it. So whether you want it or not, thoughts will be included. It's more about how you feel within yourself about those thoughts. And do you remember that you are the positive spectrum of the mind? No matter what thoughts come in and out, when you are truly connected, you will be feeling good. You will be at peace. You will be seeing those thoughts in a different way. So I want you now to take another deep breath in and out, and open your eyes. And remember that anything that you're engaging with is part of the interconnectedness. So if you look at it from a positive point, starting point, which exists in you, inside of you, you will shift the way you are intimate with the world. You will shift the way you interact with the world. The world will stop being a threat. And it will start to be rather a pleasant place to be. Also, it's quite smoky in here. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm burning an incense, which was actually handmade by a guy that gathers all those amazing ingredients in the forest. I hope it's not too smoky. Just want to say it. I love incenses. Keep on breathing. Remember that your gut is your another brain. So whenever you feel overwhelmed, stressed, or like your mind is taking you to different like directions that you don't want, just take a deep breath in. Here. If when this is calm, when your breath is deep, your mind here, your brain is calm. Because your mind is not just the brain here. I said it in one of my videos that the mind actually is here. The quantum field of like heart, let's say it, heart sends to the brain 5,000 more signals than the brain to the heart. So the heart is the center of all beings, all creatures. Heart is where we tap into the peace. So if you engage with the world in a heart-centered way, you will feel at ease and at peace. And with a lot of understanding to whatever perspectives appear in your reality. Perspectives meaning also in people. People are different perspectives. They have different experiences. They have different mental patterns. So on the spiritual level, we are all one energy. On the mental level, we have different patterns, different experiences. So therefore, a different ego was being shaped. Different sense of self might vary. And also on the physical level, we are very different because we take different decisions, which are also linked to our mental patterns, because the physical reality reflects our mental activity. So remember to connect heart to heart with the world. Take a deep breath in. In and out. Okay, so now once we connected and felt the power of the word connected, we're going to write something. So prepare yourself a paper and a pen. Okay, now we're going to do something very liberating, and it can be called a shadow work. Okay, that's the shadow work that we want to do. Shadow is obviously, we relate to the shadow when we talk about our egos, and we relate to the shadow when we talk about things that scare us. that make us feel uncomfortable, that make us feel less, that make us feel like not truly connected to who we are. So you're going to write down all those things that you found challenging in the past months or years or your whole life, whatever comes to your awareness, that you found challenging and uncomfortable when interacting with the world, when interacting with the people, when taking action, being by yourself even, right? So I want you to write down those things that makes you feel less than you are, that put you on this negative spectrum of the mind. Okay, so do it. So usually when we don't feel fully ourselves, when we don't feel free in ourselves, we know it. It comes to our awareness. We feel like our body language changes, our voice changes, thoughts maybe appear that put us in a negative pattern. So you want to be aware of that. And you want to start being conscious of all those things that happen when you feel less than you are. When something makes you feel uncomfortable, you want to be aware of it and spot what is it. And if you cannot spot what is it, just teach yourself how to let it go, how to just be present and enjoy the present moment. So I'm going to give you time to write it down, and yeah, just take everything, all those things that you got angry, maybe you got annoyed at, you got frustrated, all those things. Write them down, what you really don't like when interacting with the world, and you know that it can be changed. Okay? So take as much time as you need. At this point, you want to pause the video and just write it down. You can write down interactions with the people you had. You can write down any situations that you experienced, right? The purpose of this exercise is to make you feel free in yourself always, in any situation in life. And one more thing before you start, remember that this is a self-love exercise, okay? So both sides benefit from you shifting that. And you want to have a lot of compassion to whatever you felt or experienced. Okay, now whatever you have written, you want to see that usually those things weigh you down, that they, instead of lift you up, they put you down, until you realize that those moments, those triggers, and those negative patterns can be used as a powerful shift, as a remembrance of your inner strength to transform whatever is happening to something positive, right? So look closely at whatever you have written and see it as a reflection. There are two important points that I need to mention in here. Fear of your inner power, of your own self. Second, that's compassion in those moments. when you have a fear of something or something triggers you, makes you feel uncomfortable, come back to your inner power and find compassion in your heart. Tick, 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 tick. I'm not talking here about tragedies. In those moments when you get triggered, come back to yourself. Here, inner union. Inner union that Tantra and yoga and many other disciplines teach is the ability to see the world in an intimate way, the ability to see yourself, the true self in everything, the ability to stay in the heart center. It is the ability to see that whatever you're interacting with, that is the movement of your mental patterns. And there is no need to be triggered by your own self. You want to lift yourself up so you can give that energy to others. But that's not only about giving it to others, it's about truly feeling good within yourself, in your own skin, experiencing life freely like a child, exploring. Okay? Look at the characters, don't get scared. You will keep interacting with different personalities in life. Don't get triggered. Learn. Take it as your strength. Take it as your strength, whatever is happening around you. Thank you for this video. That was very pleasant. Enjoy your day. Thank you.